Anyway.
That could very well be a PSU issue.
Yep.
Which
we're gonna rule it out.
It's Windows, I think, because like my computer was fine until I started pumping out these updates every day.
Yeah,
I'm having some
power could be it, right?
He's been having that trouble for months.
Yeah, I'm seeing some other crashes lately, where like a program is crashing or something. It's throwing up like the error log will be on the screen, even though I haven't logged in yet. Like it's at my login screen or put my pin where I would put my pin code in. It pops up, and I mean I've had two different ones. One of them was like Messenger threw an exception. It was like a fail. I looked it up. I'll have to. I don't know. Some kind of a fail exception. And now I've had it happen, and it's been two different programs both times. So
I just had like 12% drop frames as soon as I started. What? You really gonna do this to me right now, internet? It's because it's Sunday and everybody's fucking home?
I feel like Mayor has rotated to a new sitting spot for today's game.
Yes.
Yeah, I said it before you came. I was kicked from my other spot because the oldest, he's having a pool party for his 20th birthday with like his friends, and the dining room where I usually sit is like the room next to the patio with like the sliding door that goes to the barbecue and pool. So there's a bunch of teenage boys drinking, yelling.
What's your mom doing? She's playing D&D online with her friend.
They play D&D too, and they're like Warhammer. Even more is Warhammer. They're like really into Warhammer. So
yeah, I'm visualizing the interruptions would be, hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
What did he make you roll that?
All of a sudden, you've got like a crowd of interested people, and his pool party has just gone to hell. But
yeah, some of them even brought some Warhammer minis, but I didn't see like an army, so I don't think they will play. I think they're just showing off their paint jobs tonight, basically. Nice. But they're really into it.
That sounds like a fun party. Fuck.
I mean, he has a job, but obviously he doesn't have to pay for rent or anything, right? He's living with us, so you know where all that money is going. Mm-hmm. Like the whole room is just full with Warhammer minis. It's
yeah.
And then he got his dad in like as a gift for like Christmas. He bought him a Blood Bowl army. So now he got his dad into Blood Bowl too. Like now we're buying Blood Bowl teams.
My old roommate was big into Blood Bowl, and we used to play with a couple of the squads that he had, and it's a lot of fun. It's a nice little mini game. I'd love to find a way to like convert it to D&D for like a fun side thing, but I don't know what I would slip it into, or if I would just do it as like a one time, like a one shot thing. I like to do a weird like when they do the Extra Life tabletop RPG weekends. I like to do some kind of fun event.
Yeah. I really like all that stuff, especially the lore. For Warhammer, I really like the lore. It's just so absolutely insane and out there. But I'm more the type that prefers the games that you like play together than against each other, because my guy, he crushes me in absolutely everything we play. So I'm like, let's play some D&D. Let's do something together where we're on the same side.
We're gonna play co-op because I don't want to. I'm not in the competitive mood. Yeah, I hear that.
It's brutal. Like we play board games too and stuff. I always make sure that we're in the same team. I don't think he ever loses a game. There's something with his brain when it comes to gaming, to strategy games. It works. He's even playing chess with the youngest. Get out of here, honestly. I'm not good at that stuff. Like
my college friends stopped playing Risk with me, and stopped playing miniature games with me too. Like I was big into the HeroClix and Mech Warrior game there by WizKids for a time, 15 years ago or so, whenever it was out. And then all my friends stopped playing with me because I get super. I don't know if I'm hyper competitive, but I mean, it certainly brought out a streak. If
That's the thing. I'm not super competitive, but I don't mind losing. That's not the thing. Like I'm not a sore loser. It's just if it's always the same thing. Like you sit down, you already know it's gonna end. And he's not like gloating. He just likes playing. Like we collect board games actually. We play a lot of stuff. We have board games once a week, like an evening where friends come over. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, can we play something cooperative so that, the outcome isn't like determined from the start, basically. Um, some people they just have a knack for it. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First things first, we gotta do bookkeeping. What do you think, honey?
How nice are they to the NPCs last game?
There wasn't really NPCs. There were wolves, and they killed them for food and skins.
They used the skins.
Yeah.
They used every
They-
part of it. It wasn't just
They,
like
they,
Made
used,
them
they,
into
they used the parts
fancy
of the
boots.
animal. Yeah, they made fancy
they
boots.
were good to animals and the environment, so be nice to them.
Yeah, okay. So everybody will get 10 points on their points cards. And of course, give yourself an inspiration if your character doesn't already have one. If you haven't added your free feat to your character, please be sure to do that, because I totally forgot during character creation to tell you that you had one. I'm pretty sure like the last 2 sessions of 2 different games I have been in, I have picked on Adam to do the recap for me. So today I'm going to call on you, Anya. You can give us the recap and let us know what happened last session.
Okay. So last session we started off after basically resting a bit, discussing the next steps with our dear crone. That we want to go to Bryn Shander and not take any detours to the other villages for now because they seemed a bit sus from the pamphlet that we had gotten. So knowing that we had a longer way ahead of us, we decided to forage on the way, try to basically find some food that will get us to Bryn Shander. And yeah, as we were foraging, we encountered some wolves. That was not a fun experience, but we made through it. We also like obviously harvested everything from them. We found some carrots. They're gone because and I mean, yeah, that was pretty much that. We did find half a bard, but we don't know who he belongs to. He had been eaten. He had some gear on him. That was nice. But maybe we will encounter some other bard troops and miss a member later on. We'll see. Oh, and we all had weird dreams. I should have started with that. That gave us a little something, but
That
it's a secret.
that was wonderful. I'm very glad that you keep thorough notes.
Just a little, just a little.
Yeah, I saw you got like an actual physical notebook, and I do see
Yeah.
you like every session. Like when I say something, you're taking down notes. So I'm really glad to see that. That's pretty much it. You know, I watched recap today, and that you guys, I think that combat usually takes up a fair amount of session time. But I think for these last 2 sessions, it has been really nice to see how you work together with your abilities and your spells, and just like already you feel like a team, especially for people who, aside from I think 2 of you have a lot of experience at the table together, and then like we've got Flash, who's been like recently in a game with us but not very much yet. So it's nice to see you guys playing together. Real nice. Does anybody want to spend any of their points today?
Yes, I would like to buy another charm because I spent mine last session and
Yeah.
I feel like I want one. I want one.
Yeah, I want one. Okay,
I want a Loompa Loompa now.
Poppy, you get a bull charm, and be sure to deduct 5 points from your points card.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That's 5 for 1 or 10?
It's 5 for 1.
I'll take one. If...
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For you, Gino? Or Dino? Dino. For you, Dino, it's gonna be I'm gonna mix you motherfuckers up a lot, and I am so sorry.
Our fault for picking names
As
so
it should be.
similar.
As it
No,
should
y'all
be.
look alike.
I feel a little racist. Shit. Dino, you get a charm of order. Yeah, little speciest. Is anybody else buying a charm? Any takers?
Me.
Yeah, you're gonna get one as well?
I am this time.
Sure. Solfege, you get Crenellation charm. What's that one?
Alrighty.
Oh, that's cool. Uh-huh.
That
Yeah. Little instant mini fortress.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little ability. So yeah, we pick up where we left off. You guys are going to be able to long rest your characters, and you can also like give yourself the temp points that you get from Alejandro. Yes.
We had a little like rock off last time
You
for
did
those
have
boots.
That's true. Dino and Gino had a. What I thought it was a combat at first because Gino's performance check was just smashing Dino in the face with his guitar. But yeah, I don't even remember who won because I was dying. Oh, it's too good. It is a quiet ride to Bryn Shander. With the provisions that you secured, you're able to pretty much go without stopping. The caravan is mended enough to be able to make the journey without too much issue. Arriving at the gates of Bryn Shander, the southwest gate is closed off. Oh, I think, did I bring you to the right map? There should be people outside.
I see southwest gate.
You are at the southwest gate, yeah, in the humorously oversized caravan. But there should be. You find two soldiers standing outside guarding the gate. They don't look apprehensive, like they don't raise their weapons right away. They don't seem to tense up as you approach. But they are like standing stiffly at guard in front of a closed over gate. That pillow is incredible.
So they're just standing there when we're making our way to them?
Yeah, so like the caravan pulls up, Cress transforms into her old crone form, and kind of walks out to greet them. You hear one of them say loudly, "Halt! What business do you have in Bryn Shander?" Cress says, we're visitors for the town tournament. Just here to rest upon our way to Tremelaine. They kind of like look and nod to each other. And they say, we're gonna need to inspect your caravan. Cress lets them by, and so do you guys get out, or are like you inside the caravan as they kind of like barrel in to scope the place out?
I'm just wondering if we have anything that we need to hide. Do we have anything we need to hide, guys? Any cocaine or something? No? Okay. I'll get out of the caravan. I'll just...
Most of us are a little weird looking.
Whoa. I'm just gonna, as he says that, I'm gonna start blending in. I'm like, who you calling weird, huh? I'm blending in. I'm like a coat rack or something. I'm not getting out.
I want... that's not performance, I don't know what is. Give me a performance check. I want to see how well you do this, Kirby. Oh, that's good. That's good. You become a coat rack. Like, what do you grab like a do you grab an existing coat rack and just like try to become part of like look like you're a part of it, or are you makeshifting a coat rack out of things? How do you accomplish this?
I'm gonna grab like, imagine Gino's wearing like a coat or like a little, or Dino has like a little vest, and I'm like rip it off of him. You just put it on my antenna for like a little hanger. Grab a coat, and I'm like blending in like full on.
100%. Yeah, they don't even regard you at all. They don't look at you. For you, oh yeah, go ahead.
He took my vest. I'm gonna blow up his spot. I'm gonna like attack him and try to get my vest back.
Oh my god. I need you to roll a... Oh, what's this gonna be? Roll a perception check to see if you can notice him. Against his performance as a coat rack. He took your vest and like kind of moved away, and you see something that kind of looks like your vest, but you're not sure if it's yours. And it's on this really interesting coat rack that you're not sure was there before. Maybe it's new. Maybe Crest just got it.
I definitely just grabbed my vest back. I'm looking around for him. There's a vest thief somewhere.
Amazing. Alejandro, what are you doing?
I'll hop out of the caravan and like size up the guards.
They're they've got decent weapons. Like, their spears don't look like they're shabby. They do look like they're well taken care of. The people, on the other hand, are slim. They look hungry. Not starving, but they look hungry, and they look miserable. It's very hard for them to even try to hide that the never-ending night is starting to take its toll on the people. They don't really look at you weirdly at all as they pass by. They also don't really regard you. They like, it's barely a nod that you get as they walk by and like move into the caravan to scope it out. They look down at Solfedge, and I think that's what gets the like weirdest reaction, kind of like just like a broad like eye raise at this like classy fucking goblin.
Oh yeah, I'm like wearing my classiest outfit, like full like suit and tie thing, and I've like actually minored an illusion. I don't have one, but I've used minor illusion for a martini glass in my hand as I'm just kind of like casually sitting here, chill. All
Yeah.
Hi.
They don't appear to be looking for anything in particular. I think they're just generally scoping things out. They kind of do a quick look around. They don't touch anything. They're respectful enough of your property that they're not trying to be a nuisance. They're just trying to, it's like kind of like, we're just doing our job.
Yeah.
Outside, Cress with Alejandro and Poppy, she kind of looks and goes, "It's chilly out here. Why are they making us wait so long? This is very rude."
Yeah, what could they possibly be looking for anyways? Do they think we smuggle people into this godforsaken region?
No, I mean, if they're hurting for tourism like that, you'd think that they'd need more people here.
Hmm?
Indeed.
Do we get a sense when they get in? Maybe if what they're looking for even?
No, it doesn't really seem like they're looking for anything in particular. Like, it really is a kind of like a scoping out what's coming in just as a general guard act, right? Like I said, they don't touch anything. They're very respectful of, like, to not break anything on their way in. They kind of give a nod to Solfedge as they get inside and look around, and then one guard looks over and for the first time really like says something, goes, It's an interesting coat rack. And walks out.
It's imported.
Both of them get outside. They kind of blow a little horn. It's like there's a panel in the wall that they press and pull out the horn to blow to signal the gates to open. And as it does, you are ushered inside a fairly sparse town. There's not a lot of people outside. You can see that there's various lights. It is a pretty big city. The people that you do see outside are not smiling. There's not a lot of banter or cheer as you move along the streets. One of the guards will walk in with you and say, Bryn Shander is one of the most prosperous of 10 towns. Most recently, governed by Speaker Duvessa. Was it Duvessa Shane, I believe it is? Yes, Duvessa Shane. Probably one of our youngest speakers. If you're looking for wares, or if you're looking to find the inn, northmost of Bryn Shander, you'll find kind of our shopping district. For those who are religious and require a place of prayer, the House of the Morning Lord is to the northeast. We do have a few meeting areas. If you would like to meet Duvessa, you will find her at the town hall in the center of town. They are... I see... He kind of looks down at, like, the caravan is still being pulled by the two, like, spectral cats. And as he starts, like, pointing towards the stables, he looks down to finally realize what they are, and he's like, and you can park your, star felines, I guess, over at the stables, to the southwest. They are also working on the tournament space for the upcoming tournament. However, that is a restricted area for now, as it is still under construction. Does anybody have any questions?
If I may, good man, there's a wall all around town, and you're guarding this gate expertly, of course. What exactly is lurking in the region that you need to, shut out? What should we prepare for on our travels?
Well, Bryn Shander has always been defensible. We've always had a wall around the city since its inception, but most recently, some foul creatures have tried to get within the borders. Wolves have been more rampant. Believe it or not, a Dwarven group that came in from Kelvin's Cairn said that one of their friends was ripped apart by a Yeti. We don't venture outside when we can help it. The closest we get is the gates, and the lights and the fire are usually enough to deter those that might try to breach the gates. But with the everlasting rhyme as it is, it's hard to know what to expect from outside these walls.
Yeah, Poppy is clutching her non-existent pearls when she hears about the Yeti. And she nods, like, yeah, that makes sense. Good on you. To keep your people safe, yeah.
It's like at the crack of midnight. If you look high in the sky, you may even catch a glance of Auril as she sings her song again. I do need to make my way back to the gate. In spite of their looks around here, the people will be able to guide you where you need to go. Stay out of trouble. And if you have any questions, my name is Rorick. Rorick. Rorick.
Thank you for your assistance and keep up the fine work.
He gives a nod and turns. There's a like a spot to kind of like park the caravan. So Cress does park it at the stables. She says, "I'm going to see if some of these young lads here can help me repair the damage from our travels. I trust that you won't get into too much trouble."
I look at the cockroaches like very pointedly, and back to Crest.
Cockroach. Just only see one. Oh, I'm kidding.
I look at the cockroach and the coat hanger.
I do a backflip. What? Yeah.
She regards Alejandro and says, "Keep them safe, please."
But of course.
And with that, she like kind of like roams over to kind of bug the stable attendants, be like, "Can you help me repair my caravan?" And as you turn to leave, anybody that looks back, she like gives you the finger and gives a big smirk.
I give her 4 fingers back.
Start waving it at everybody. It's just, hello.
Hello.
Did we probably like went through our rations to get to Bryn Shander, right? So we need to stock up, I assume.
You had actually a fair amount of rations from what you harvested from the wolves and the elk. And it's in like a cold fridge kind of like it's almost like, think of like a box of holding. It's just an endless refrigerator that you can keep stuff stored in inside the caravan. That keeps everything preserved. So you do have like good reserves for food, but it's a bitter cold outside. There is, the option of going to the inn, finding a nice place for a nice cold drink and a warm fire to sit beside. If anybody's looking to shop, there is also a blacksmith in the northern part of the city. Cat baby, it's cold outside. You can see that like there are you kind of like detailed everything on the map there, so you can see the kind of main spots that would be of interest to you. I don't know if anybody wants to go to church, but that exists here.
I'll turn to my illustrious group. Well, I don't know about you, but I need a drink. And we're bards. Maybe we should practice. Do we have a number to play at this tournament? Maybe we should hit the tavern, make some music, get some cash, drink some good ale. Like she kind of starts hobbling in a random direction. Oh my god, I would really like some good ale.
Food.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
food.
wonderful idea.
I've been writing a new song. It's called Brown Banana. It's about this brown banana I ate this one time that this guy threw out because it was too brown. But it's pretty good.
What's a banana? What's a banana?
It's like a potato, but not.
Yeah, she looks like she doesn't know what a banana is. She looks like she knows what an apple is. Or like a beet.
So you guys are making your way to the pub, like the inn?
Yeah, I would say so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I come barreling out of the caravan to go smack Gino. Like, you got a banana?
No, that's not what I said. You don't listen.
I was in the cart. I was hiding from those guys. What do you mean I wasn't listening?
Why'd you take my vest?
You know, I was blending in.
I've always known you were jealous of my vest.
Dino
As we're
and
walking, we're just bickering.
Dino and Gino remind me of Rick and Morty characters.
The worst is that they don't have ears, so you can't even like grab them by the ear.
They've got antennas.
There's the
though.
antennas.
Yeah,
Grab the
but that-
antennas.
That seems wrong.
And each of them has 4 arms. Just grab one of them.
Rip the antenna off. We'll probably just start laughing and pointing at him. Like, oh, hey!
Everybody's small too, so it's not like there's.
I was gonna say, which one of the two won the boots? Because the vest could have been like payback.
I got the boots.
Yeah, he got the boots, then he takes my vest. Like,
Yeah, you know, those boots would go good with this vest.
Adding insult to injury.
You approach the tavern to the north. You walk, like, you have to walk by the, like, general shop / blacksmith, to get there. And you do see that there is a sign outside that says Black Iron Blades. And there are 2 figures inside. One appears to be doing some kind of metalwork, and the other one is just, like, cleaning. I'll show you what they look like, I think. There we go. Alright, character artwork. You can't make out what they're saying, but they are yelling something back and forth to each other. It's not clear what kind of relationship these two have, but whatever it is, it seems apprehensive.
Like we can't hear what they're saying.
Does anybody know Dwarven? You do know Dwarven. Okay, so they are yelling back and forth to each other in Dwarven, and like the woman is looking over and be like, "You gobshit! You're not supposed to do that. You need to flip it over." Meanwhile, he's saying, "What? You need to stop cursing at me when I'm working the metal, otherwise I won't be able to do it correctly in the first place. And I'm tired of your fucking voice." And it's like rage like that back and forth.
I'm gonna stay out of that conversation. Don't want no part of it.
They see you walking by. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I would probably comment. I also speak Dwarven. I would probably comment something like, "Sounds like healthy marriage, if you ask me." Just...
I join the argument, but in Tri-Cree.
We have very different definitions of healthy.
What? You're like yelling at them.
Yeah,
in
and I like both of them. Like, yeah.
Both of them stops, and the woman goes, "Oh, hello, welcome. Come in, please. Welcome to Black Iron Blades. My name is Elza, and this is my brother Garn, the Hammer."
And I will say greetings, Garn, in Dwarvish.
He says in Dwarven back, "Greetings, you gobshit."
Is there anything interesting in the shop while Gino is screaming at them in Tikri?
Hold on, because I'm gonna bring
Just
you
like a quick
over.
scan.
And today we get to test to see if shops work. So you walk inside, and there are various wares inside the store. It looks like they have, like, it's both a blacksmith as well as a general store. You see provisions all over the place, like candles, parchment. Looks like she's even selling some potions of different varieties. Meanwhile, there's also all kinds of different weapons and armor all over the place. The walls are just adorned with different kinds of armor. It says closed. It shouldn't be closed. That's open. Are you open, Elsa? Oh, Elsa. Okay. If you double click on the people, a shop menu should open up. In theory.
If maybe we gotta be closer to them because nothing's happening.
Give it a try.
Yeah, it's
It doesn't
Game's
work.
paused.
It's paused. We need to.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, move, my pretties.
what was his name again?
His name is Garn the Hammer.
Doesn't work still.
Okay, there we go. I could double click on.
I could double click on it, but it wasn't.
Does it bring up a menu?
Yeah.
Yes?
Item piles. You're too far away to interact with this pile.
Ah, you need to be close, like right next to it.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yep, that works.
And theoretically, you should just be able to buy things. If you click on something, it should add it to your inventory and take it from your money.
It worked for me.
She kind of like goes, please pour over my wares. There's a little bit of everything. Know that thievery, not accusing or anything like that. We just make sure to let everybody know, as a general rule, thievery will not be tolerated. And we are seasoned.
Like food?
Something like that. And in Dwarven, Garn says, yeah, you have that seasoned face.
I'm gonna step slightly out of the line of, fire between her and Garn in case something decides to get thrown.
I got no money to look. I can't look in them anyways, but I'm just gonna go play over here with the toys.
What do you mean you got no money? How do you have
Dino is broke. I don't know. He has no money.
How does he have no money? Everybody starts with money.
Can we... Is there anything visible in the store that would give me the idea? Like, is there mirrors hanging in the corner or something, or do they really just look over their wares? Like, how do they spot thieves? Is what I'm trying.
Oh,
to
you're
figure out.
trying to figure out how they spot thieves.
Yeah, because I'm broke too, and I want shit.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Wait, how are you? How does nobody have money? Everybody gets starting gold.
I have
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't
not
know.
expensive.
Do we just roll the 5d4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start checking my pockets with all. I don't even have pockets. I'm just gonna start patting myself.
You poor bastard.
All four of my arms.
Thought you had no money.
Can we sell things?
I think
Yep.
you have the ability to sell things.
Click on sell items and then it'll bring up all your stuff, and over on the right it says sell.
I'm so glad it's all working.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So I want to sell my leather armor and get padded because it's slightly lighter.
Poppy, give me an Arcana check next.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I still can't check in the shops, but
You have to be right beside them and double click them, and it should open.
yeah,
And
still not working.
If it's not doing that, try refreshing. If it's working for everybody else, it should be working for you too. Arcana 15. You see on every single corner of this shop, it appears to be that there is some kind of arcane recording device. So something like this pulse of magic that's blinking on each of these corners, and is basically every corner of the roof of the shop has these blinking lights. Solfedge, you buy the armor. Garn's like, I see you've been impressed by some of my wares.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it seems quite well made.
He
A little lighter than what I was wearing before.
He points and he's like, I also happen to have some that are enchanted as well. If you happen to earn the coin, please come back.
I will definitely keep it in mind. It's a wee bit out of my price range at the moment.
I understand.
Yeah, it's just padded's the same AC as leather. It's just I needed to free up a little bit of weight. It's a couple pounds lighter. Gonna stretch my 4 strength as far as it'll go.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can open up the range, because the problem, Kirby, might have been that because it was on a corner instead of, like, it within one of the, like, adjacent spaces, it might not be working. It's pretty precise. Interaction distance, I can make these infinite. Hold on. Update pile. Configure pile. Update pile. There, you guys should be able to access them from anywhere in the room now. And if somebody can please confirm that that worked. Ooh.
Yeah, it worked. I think.
Excellent. Elza looks at the bugs for the first time and really, like, looks at them and goes, "Oh, you're interesting looking fellows."
Hey, way! I do a backflip and land onto Dino's shoulders.
Oh, she does like a little.
I'll start throwing the toys I was playing with, juggling them with the 2 arms, and I'll catch them with the other 2. Well, hey!
Both of you give me a performance check.
Perfect timing. I just got back. I'm alive.
$14 and a 12 are both good. She kind of does like another clap. She's like, "Oh, that's very entertaining." She's like, "Are you the new talents that are coming in?"
Yes.
She says, "Oh, what is your group name?"
Gino Beat.
No.
What? No, that's your name.
It's your.
It's not Gino Beat. That sounded fun. Your name sounds fun.
Thank you. Your name sounds fun too. Elza.
I was just like, "Well, thank you." She's like, "I will. You're very entertaining. I hope to get the chance to vote for you."
Oh, you vote?
Everybody will get to vote.
Mm.
We need a name, guys. We need a goddamn name.
You'll be in the Funky Bunch.
That sounds dumb. I think Dino and the Funky Bunch sounds better.
No, Gino's better. I tackle him.
It's like, please, no, not in this. Oh, do they do that a lot?
Constantly.
Oh my.
Can I try to pull them apart? Let's do some grandma stuff. Just resolutely grab them by the scruff.
Yeah, give me an athletics check. And
Oh God.
you're trying to get both of them at once. So we'll call the DC a 12.
Oh my. Okay, that could go wrong. Ah!
You get one of them.
No.
You get one of them, and the other one is like has the opportunity to like tackle the other one out of your arms again.
Alejandro, help me! Salvage! Everybody grab one bug!
You lied about that banana. I'm gonna bite him on his arm. You said you had half a brown banana. You lying, son of a... Bite him.
Shut your mouth, you dirty vest thief.
Oh my god.
But it's all like in Tri-Crane.
Garn is laughing. He's like he has fully stopped doing whatever he is doing, and he is just like tears laughing at you guys.
I'm like scanning the walls for a club that I can grab.
He's like, "If this is your act, oh, I'm excited to see the full performance."
Oh God, can you imagine? We're gonna perform and there's just 2 bugs. fighting each other while the others are playing instruments.
Just
like, looking at each
punching
other.
each other in the face. Oh, I love it.
There'll be the percussion section.
Like the drums are us getting smacked, like doom, doom.
Just in the back beating each other over the head with things that make noise.
Elza looks and says, "You've given us your coin and you've entertained us. How can we help you? Do you have any questions?"
Have you seen any other bards come into town?
She looks and she says, "Yes. One arrived not too long ago. Their name it made them seem kind of gloomy, but they were actually quite cheery. I think it was, what was it? Rose.
Come in.
Rose Scorned? I think the Rose Scorned.
Did they misremember by any chance? Did they mention something?
No mention of that here. I think there were 4 of them.
Okay.
We pointed them in the direction of the inn, so you may just happen to find them.
Oh God, another bard off. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. Well, I lean in and say in Dravish, you know, when my Marvin annoyed me too much, I just gave him a good kick to the balls.
Elza looks.
And I look at her brother, but I whisper to her in Dwarvish.
She looks back and says, "This works better," and she walks over and rocks him in the back of the head with a giant rolling pin. Because it's like, all right, I deserve that one. She goes to swing again. He catches. He's like, one is enough. Not in front of the customers.
I don't know. Don't stop on our behalf.
She looks and she says, I'm happy to answer any of your other questions about Bryn Shander. And you've made both of us smile and laugh a little bit. Please don't hesitate to come back. Yeah, do you guys have any other questions or need to conduct any other business?
I'm still just perusing the wares right now, seeing if there's anything I want to grab.
Who won? Sorry. Who won competition last time?
She looks and she says, "This is the first ever competition."
Oh.
The Eternals, it's constantly dark and snowing. There's been no sun. So people have stopped just coming here casually. The tournament, as far as I know, was an idea of the council to start bringing people back here.
Is there anything going on in town? Anything we need to look out for? A rise in pickpocketing or something? You know, just we're tourists. I want to be prepared.
She kind of she thinks for a second, and it looks like she almost has something on the tip of her tongue, but knows better than to say it. She bites her tongue before she says anything.
I do a backflip.
She does, however, look and say, I'd say this is probably the best place to land if this is the first of 10 towns you've been. There are other places, as far as I've heard, that are a little more dangerous, that you should be more cautious with. Boop, 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 boop. Let's get you some extra info. asking specifically about like pickpocketing, and I believe there is a place. It's not Deacon's Hole.
I was like, seriously? Something about pickpocketing.
East Haven. East Haven has had a lot of trouble dealing with thievery and stuff like that. They declared pickpocketing legal within the town limits.
What? Are you for real, woman? Okay.
Yeah, just their founders were thieves. There are actual signs around that
Makes
say
sense.
like "Watch thy pouch," and like it was like it's been a thing, but now it's like more of a thing. Like it's gone from just like beware of getting your pocket picked to now like people are apparently getting killed in the streets. The escalation has just increased with the endless night.
Anything else? Anything one has to look out for here in Bryn Shander? Nudge, nudge.
She says, within the walls, not so bad. Outside of the walls, be prepared for anything.
Well, alright then. Anything else, boys? Dino, let go
I'm
of
quite
your
good.
brother's tentacle, antenna. Tentacle.
Popping my
Antenna.
head. As I'm still buying stuff with my two other hands, I'm fighting with the other two.
No, don't put that in your mouth.
Never.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
I have a question about how one of my items work.
Absolutely.
I have something called Diplomat's Pack. It says I can hold 300 pounds of gear. Does it work in the same sense as like a bag of holding where I put it in there and it disappears, or it's like
No, it's like an
big crate,
actual.
like-
It's like a chest. So it's like you could if you can flavor it however you want. If it's like a giant oversized backpack, or you know if it's just a chest that you carry around, it's something that can hold up to 300 pounds of gear. But it's still like physically like you can, whether it's like a million pockets that you just kind of shove things into, it's still like physical space. It's not like a bag of holding.
it's like a little spot in like my back or something. I just like pull stuff out. Little backpack.
That's fucking gross.
It's like carapace is part of his.
Makes a weird like sound as you pull it out.
No. No. Nar.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a backpack or something.
Yeah.
Retcon that part.
Why is it
I
sticky
buy this-
and damp?
I mean, it does look like Dino's wearing a backpack.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a little bag.
Yeah, you've just like you've got the like the Pokemon Legends Arceus like you just have like learned the ability to fold things and tuck things so small that you can fit 300 pounds of things in your bag surprisingly, in spite of it being like a small size.
Okay, my next bag will be a fanny pack
Oh yeah.
for like a grandma.
Fanny pack of holding.
Yeah. Honestly, why isn't that the thing, huh?
It should be.
Make sure you get some hard candy.
Mm. Yeah, something that tastes as if it's been 10 years in a bag.
Who are judges of competition? Who decides winner?
It rotates between cities, or between towns. Each town will have its own panel of judges, and the audience will also be able to kind of like vote for a popularity vote that will add points to a score.
And how exactly does it work? Do we have to go from town to town and perform everywhere, or is it like a one-time thing, or is there elimination stages?
So you'll I did help with the committee for this. You will go to Tremolane to sign up. That is where you will do your preliminary round against another team for basically entry into the tournament. Once you're entered, you will, as you've described, travel to each different town, performing against different talent troops. From what I have gathered, it is a fairly short performance for each of you, about 3 rounds. It is what it's composed of, and in that time, you need to do your best to not only stave off your opponents, but also dazzle the judges. We invited many people all over, as far as we could get messages out. Those who have made it this far are definitely going to be tough competitors.
If somebody doesn't arrive in the next town, they're disqualified, I assume. You know, with the wolves and all.
If they make it past the preliminaries, and they, suffer an unfortunate loss of life, if they don't show up, they can't perform, and they are out of the tournament.
I read you
These
loud
things
and
do
clear.
happen.
Loud and clear.
I mean,
This is like the most brutal talent contest in the world. Like, well, all right. Okay. Well, I'm off to the tavern. I want a drink.
Food.
See you.
excellent plan.
And we need name so that we can get renowned.
Also, unrelated, was anybody else in the party slightly worried seeing Dino buying 10 flasks of oil before noticing he bought the hooded lantern?
Hold on.
Because I just saw the 10 flasks of oil. It's like, oh my. Oh, hooded lantern. Okay, that makes more sense now.
It checks out now.
Slightly more.
I was looking at the vials and stuff to make like throwables and stuff.
You get back out onto the street, and it's not too much further down to get to the North Look, which is the inn. Before you even get in the doors, you can hear that there is somebody performing inside.
I'll do this on the windows. Like on my tippy toes, I try to look through the window.
Yeah.
I can barely reach it.
Standing up on one of the chairs, you see a redheaded halfling holding what appears to be the base of the microphone is wood, and what is like the microphone top appears to be made of some kind of crystal. As he's singing into it, it's almost like amplifying it out into the crowd. Beside him, slamming on a drum with what appears to be some kind of club, is a strange looking elephant man. To the left of the elephant man appears to be like a short, like, frog that is playing bagpipes. And to the right of the halfling appears to be an elf that is rocking out on the lute. As you stand on your tippy toes and you get in and you hear them saying, "Beware the white roses, they're coming your way. Keep to the path lest they lead you astray. Suffer poor mortals their petals of rot. In the storm of white roses your lives will be caught."
They look to the
Catchy.
others.
Yeah, I'm clapping with all 4 of my arms. All 4 of them.
No, they're the competition. Stop clapping.
No, yeah, I would
Yeah.
use him. Boo! Big bad.
Boo!
Terrible.
You suck!
Not as good as the Funky Bunch.
They kind of stop for a second, like as
We
you're
really
like
need to settle on a name.
booing
I
them
hide.
from outside.
I hide.
Everybody
I
kind
start
of looks
blending in.
around. You see, like, there's somebody behind.
duck.
See, there's somebody behind the counter that like looks over. They don't see anything as you guys are like hiding, and they just kind of shrug and go back to playing. They all sing in chorus. "And the white roses rave, and the white roses roam. They'll snatch up your souls and lay waste to your home. If your gaze meets a white rose, beware and run fast. For the wrath of white roses will claim your breath last."
So they really don't like flowers, I
Yeah.
gather.
As
Those
they
are some angry flowers.
as they continue to sing this song, you see that a pulse comes from the microphone of the halfling and bursts out into petals of what appear to be flowers made of ice that like float up and rain down around them and kind of like stick into the floor as they hit the ground.
Well, I'll make my way to a beverage.
Mhm.
Just kind of, I'm trying to keep like a low profile, just like, grandma style.
Yeah. You walk in, and there, to the left of you, there appears to be like some guards, that are sitting playing a game of cards at a table. To the right, on one of the or at one of the tables, there are like 3 dejected-looking dwarves, that have solemn looks on their faces, and they're kind of like sharing a meal together quietly. The proprietor behind the bar is clapping and singing along to the music that this like group is singing. And as you approach the bar, the band kind of picks up, continues their song in the performance. Some of them kind of eyeing you down as you approach, and the man says, "Ah, yes, how can I help you? Welcome to the Northlook."
Something to drink. Warm, alcoholic.
Food.
Back in my day, we had better music, I have to say. This is just a lot of noise, isn't it? When I was young, I just start into a rant as I start counting little coins from my purse to give him for the drink.
Yeah, he gives you like a spiced apple whiskey that has been warmed, mixed with like an apple cider, and it's but it's like you can't really figure it out, but it doesn't taste like a normal apple juice. Like there's something about the taste that it's not bad, but it's definitely different.
Delicious.
Yeah, he puts the glass down in front of you and he says, "I rather like them. They came in from the frost earlier today."
Yeah, but
They've
they're
definitely
here.
They've got talent. They sure are a strange, eclectic bunch. I say without a hint of sarcasm or irony. I'll take one of those drinks as well, please. Looks and smells delicious.
There is like a full. There is a full like 3 bars, like three things to the song. So I'm gonna place the whole lyric set inside the Discord chat for you guys to
What?
be able to peruse.
Point to the barkeep and be like, "How much for what those guys are having?" And I point to the guards table over here. I can eyeball what they're eating from here.
Yeah, he
Is
looks.
it actually what they're eating?
Yeah, it appears to be like some kind of like pig.
Bring us one of those.
Uh,
Please bring us one of those. He's like catches himself.
I don't know if you can afford that. How much? How much?
Pish posh. How much does one of those cost?
300 gold pieces. We have to have them imported.
I spit out whiskey over the bar, like no spray.
I mean, I'm glad you said something because I left my wallet at home. I only have 10 gold pieces on me.
Oh, then we have a delicious trout. I think it's called what is it? Trout something knuckle trout maybe.
Much for this trout.
Boop, 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 boop. Give me a second here. Bryn Shander.
How much we looking at here?
They are called knucklehead trout, or what they're called. And he says for the trout, it comes with a side of potatoes and some greens. That is 5 silver pieces. Also comes with a drink of your choice.
I'll take one. Give me that fish.
I shall take some as well.
Yeah, he'll go into the back and get started.
I would like to go around to tables and entertain them with various antics, acrobatics, music, and try to get me some scraps of food or scraps of money while telling people my name is Gino Beat.
Okay, who do you go to?
I'm going to start with the dwarves after hearing about that pig.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a performance. This band is sitting here playing, and they haven't cracked a smile, not even a tap of the toe. So the DC is going to be fairly high.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Sure. They kind of look and just like go away.
Hey, whoa, okay. And I walk to the other tables.
You walk to the veterans table and they kind of like look at you and they go, "What do you want?"
Hey, whoa, hey! And I do a little backflip thing and then roll into a ball, spring up, grab a glass, throw it up in the air, and then do another roll and grab it with my feet.
One of them hands you a plate of peanuts.
Hey, yeah! I start eating them with the shells on it.
Yeah. The performers end their song. They say, "We've been the Rose Scorned. Thank you very much for listening to our performance. We may just play again, or you may just see us play against some of the people in the tournament."
Ooh.
Solfege will give, some slight applause with the other people as they, out of respect for some fellow performers.
They nod. The frog with the bagpipes kind of like stows it and walks over to you and nods and says, "Hello, friend."
Greetings.
He kind of puts
Excellent performance today.
his hand. He smiles and gives like a kind of bow to you and he says, "Thank you." He says, "My name is Din."
Huh. I am Solfedge. It is a pleasure to meet you, Din.
Pleasure is mine. Is this your band?
Yes. We're in the area for the tournament as well. Scoping out the competition, as it were.
He kind of looks back and smirks and he says, "They like to show off, but they're a good group."
They seem like decent fellows.
As like the elephant dude like has like taken the little halfling dude and is like lifting him over his shoulders. The halfling's like, no, Wrath, put me down, please put me down. The Scramsax, the bartender, kind of comes back with your plates of food. Steaming hot, smell delicious. He looks and he says, "Are you said you're here for the tournament? How are you enjoying Bryn Shander so far?"
Lovely couple at the store. Other than that, we haven't seen much. What's up with these fellas? They're not insulting each other. Something's wrong with them, is it? And I like point in the direction of the dwarves.
He looks and he says, they were transporting some wares to be delivered to the different blacksmiths in the area, and they have actually requested, if they can find adventurers to do so, to have somebody retrieve their cart of those wares. They were attacked by a yeti. Claimed to be have been attacked by a yeti, just north of here, towards Kelvin's Cairn.
Oh my, sounds like a savage beast.
Kelvin.
Keep hearing talks with this Yeti. He thinks he's some kind of tough guy or something.
Kelvin's scared.
Can you eat, Yeti?
I feel you could probably eat just about anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out, eh? Hey, Gino, I'm gonna elbow him with my two arms.
One of these stocky dwarves kind of lumbers up to the bar. He says, "Scramsax, we'll have another round." You can see that slung to his back there are snowshoes, and ice picks like fastened to his belt. He looks kind of to you and he says, "Oh, you look capable." He says, "I'm Hruna."
Runa?
Hruna. It's Hruna. Hruna.
Hello, I am Gino Beat, and this is the Funky Bunch.
We haven't settled on that yet.
He looks and he says, "We need some help. Maybe you can oblige."
Hey,
But a yeti, we heard.
Yes, we're the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots here to Bryn Shander. A yeti surprised us and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled, as the Yeti tore Ubak limb from limb. Now we need somebody to go back and get the sled for us. We've already put it on the notice board here in hopes that somebody would take up the cause. And as payment, we offer each of the people who participate a gemstone worthy of 50 gold pieces. The friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale can also be a boon in these harsh times.
Yeah, didn't the dwarven shopkeeper say she was in the committee for the tournament?
She did.
Yes. Interesting.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I will lean to this dwarf and say, "The shopkeeper, you know her?"
She looks and she says, sorry, yeah, that was going to be my correction. Haruna is a woman.
Oh, okay.
Her voice, like, listening to it is raspy, as if she probably smokes a lot. And on, like, a closer look, you can see that she is missing her right ear, or, like, the outer section of her right ear. And on her hand, it looks like 2 of her fingers are missing as well.
So I'll lean to her left ear.
Yeah.
And I will repeat the question. If she knows the shopkeeper, the one that told us that she was in the tournament committee.
Yeah, she's like, yes, Elza. We were supposed to deliver our goods to her.
So if we got your goods, would you put in a good word with her for us? Huh?
She looks.
We're trying to win a competition here, you know, you need to be cutthroat.
I can only imagine that they would be grateful to be able to get that iron to be able to make more weapons.
No, I'll look to the others. Are Yetis dangerous? I've never seen one.
I'm
Probably
gonna
not.
go with yes.
Huh. Well,
I'm over here.
Since they beat up their caravan, convoy, whatever.
It was a wagon.
You want to call it? The wagon?
We were like, it was a sled. We were pulling a sled of iron ingots.
If the Yeti gave trouble to, you know, what was it for? 4 very hardy, tough-looking dwarves, I would imagine it's quite a formidable foe.
Just petting this cat over here. I keep hearing about this Yeti. He thinks he's some kind of tough guy. He's just petting the cat.
Who's a good kitty, Mr. Whiskers?
I'm gonna say if anyone's looking, like actually looking, I'm eyeballing this cat for a snack. Like looking him over. He's got a little bit of meat on him.
I have.
Eat my trout. Just eat that.
I have added the quest to your in progress quests.
Okay, deal. But I want some pig.
Maybe we should let Cross know about this. This could give us an advantage in the competition.
Sorry. Did you just say you want some pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could spare a leg over there. There's a lot.
Yeah.
You guys are picking at it. I'm watching you.
Haruna looks and says, honestly, we haven't been able to eat since what we saw. Go nuts.
Hey, whoa! I jump on Dino's shoulders. Just like right onto the table, and like I assume we're both just devouring this pig.
Yeah, I'm going crazy right now. Like,
you move so fast that you almost make like a swooping sound as you move. And as you do, one of the other dwarves kind of like dips and goes, "Ah, ah."
Hey, whoa!
food. I'm just gonna keep eating.
Food! And like I take a big bite of some like meat in my hand, and then I hold it out to the dwarf, like the scared dwarf.
He just like cowers in the corner. He's like,
Yeah. Woo. Okay.
They're terrified. It's like they are so jumpy and fearful of the things around them that, like, he probably wasn't even paying attention to anything around him when you jumped over there. Like, you just, like, snapped him out of whatever kind of zone he was in, and, like, the appearance of the two of you, first of all, is unnerving.
Huna, how many people did you ask for this Yeti situation already?
She looks and says, we had it placed on the notice board, but we only just got back not too long ago.
Perhaps we should make some haste. I'm still just munching over here. I don't know if I'm just gonna cast this. So I'm gonna like shake my hand to the guy. I'm trying to cast friends, but it's not letting me.
Yeah, spells are still borked, and I don't know how to fix them.
Well, it's just the friends
Yeah, it's just
cantrip,
the
but I'm just like,
cantrip.
3 of my hands are eating. The other hand's gonna reach out to hey, name's Dino. I'm gonna shake the other guy's hand with the other.
The one reaches over and nods to shake your hand. When he goes to shake your hand, his hand has like only two, like just his 2 forefingers. It looks like his thumb and like his pinky and ring finger are gone. And his nose, like it looks like it's almost like been frostbitten. Goes and like shakes one of your hands. Says, you didn't have to cast a spell on me for that. I would have returned a handshake. And don't mind Storn. He thinks he saw a dragon when we were running, so that's a whole different thing. We're doing rough.
Keep hearing about this dragon. He thinks he's some. Wait. You said dragon? I thought you just said Yeti a minute ago. We didn't sign up for no dragon.
A Yeti ripped Ubok apart.
Like a big bone in my hand ripping a piece of me. Sorry to hear that.
You see, like, he looks at you, like, eating, and he's just, like, kind of like, yes.
Well, if we want to deal with this, we need to let Crass know about it, and we'll probably need some gear. I think she's still repairing the wagon. We can't take it, guys. I have to walk through the snow.
Oh. There's a wagon there. Maybe we get some tools. Get some tools to repair the wagon, and then we bring that wagon back into town.
Hruna actually looks and says, I'm going to... we can help with that as well. And they're going to give each of you a set of snowshoes.
Well,
thank you, Am.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it a bunch.
Where is...
In theory, I might be okay without them because of the boots of the Winterlands, but...
Just attach them on. That's what I was thinking. They just go on underneath.
Yeah, so that's what snowshoes are, right?
Yeah.
Where are snowshoes? Yeah, they just help you move at normal speed in the difficult terrain of the snow.
Yeah. Well, boots of the Winterlands already handle that. Ignore if difficult terrain created by ice or snow.
That's true. What was their sell? I think they were like 10 gold in the shop. Hazelbrush. Dino beat.
Alejandro, you want pig?
Ink?
Pig. Pig meat.
Pig? No, I don't think so. I'll actually be. I'm wondering if the tavern here serves something that's like soup, like a chowder. Fishing
Some
is
beef.
kind of a
Yeah. Oh.
big industry up here in this area.
Some beef stew.
He looks and he says, like, the only real seafood that we get is the trout. Like, we're like, our waters are abundant with knucklehead trout.
Of course.
He's like, I could probably do like a trout and potato chowder.
Well, I'll take the fish. I'll take the fish meal for the day, the trout. But yes, I'd very much enjoy something like that. I think it would be very easy to make and keep hot and keep bellies full, if you will.
He's like, give me a few minutes. He goes into the back and you hear him start like preparing something.
Okay.
As he does, this halfling finally gets off of his like his friend puts him down and he walks over and he says, "Ah, hi there, Shana McPhee."
Hello there.
What kind of name is that for a halfling?
Pardon?
You heard me?
It's my name? Given to me by my parents?
I do the equivalent of like.
Forgive her, my friend. She is not from these parts.
Okay. It's nice to see that fellow performers made it.
Yes, it's very hard travel through these parts. We deal with our share of wolves on the road here.
Yeah, we ran into a couple as well. Thankfully, Din is good at navigating in the cold. And got us here safely.
Which one is Din?
Din is the frog.
The frog is good in the cold.
Nods and says yes.
I would think this one would become frozen much more quickly than everybody else.
Din kind of turns and smirks and says, "Oh, well, I grew up in these parts."
Then you must be a very powerful survivor, my friend.
He nods and says, "You'd be surprised."
I already am. And I'll raise a glass in his direction.
He grabs a glass and raises it back. The elephant dude has like picked up a chair and is like throwing it at the elf, who like dodges it and goes, "Listen, I'm sorry, I'm kidding, jeez."
I'm hyping up the elephant.
Yeah, throw another one. Get him.
Picks
Hit
up another one and throws it and it like hits the piano and it's like
Ooh, I kick over a table.
Scram's like, hey, that's enough of that. You put that couch down. You pick that table up.
Oh, sorry.
I try to pick the table up, but it's too big.
Scramsax looks over and he's like, you almost hit old Bitey. And you can see that there is like a knucklehead trout that is stuffed on the wall. And when the couch gets close enough, it also like turns its head and starts singing. It says, there's a place I like to go, farther up the river's flow. Where it is, I do not know. Must be under all that snow.
Is
We're
he in
lucky.
competition?
Yeah, well, we're lucky if he's not entered into the competition. Oh, gonna be tough.
Yeah, Solfedge went over. He's gonna share some of the pig with his traveling companion and a couple of dwarves here. Chat them up a little bit. And,
Yeah, like they sit down. They seem pretty chill. Like the dwarves, everybody seems pretty chill. The elephant is like egging on the bugs, like back and forth. Scramsax at one point like goes to like grab the bugs to put them out the door, and I think or not the bugs because it's mostly just Gino. Like goes to pick him up and put him outside the door, and you watch as it's like the kind of like the Simpsons meme. Throwing out Barney and he appears behind him.
yeah. That checks out. Yeah.
Well, I would ask of Huna if she could. Could you maybe mark the spot on the map for us where you lost your I forgot the word in English.
Sled?
Sledge.
Yeah.
That. Where you lost your sledge?
Yeah, and I will mark that on the map.
And they'll turn to Shanum. Shanum. What happened to your eye, my dear?
Face goes from like smiling and cheerful to kind of morose. Looks and says, I was a survivor of the White Roses.
Do I know anything? What are the white roses? Does that ring a bell for anyone? Does that mean anything?
Give me a history check.
Okay, I think I'm good at that. I'm a sage. Something. History checks. Where is it? Sorry. Where is it? Here. No, I'm not good at that. Whatever. History.
Well, I mean, you're at least level 3 bard. You're half good at everything. 16 is still really good. You have heard whispers of the White Roses from like in taverns and stuff like that. They are almost like it's an assassin's guild, but an assassin's guild of legend. Like most of the people that have come across the White Roses don't live to tell the tale, so there's not much detail about them. Hearing about a survivor of the White Rose, like him saying, I'm a survivor of the White Roses, is unheard of. That's very rare.
Okay. Well, why is that? What could have possibly put a sweet halfling on their radar?
He doesn't say a word from there. He's like, I can't talk about it. Just know that if you ever hear or see a wild rose, you run. Or not wild, a white rose, you run. You run as fast as you can. As far as you can.
Well, look, child, I'm not running very fast these days, and honestly, my clock is ticking already. So.
He uses, I think he has a... I'm going to say that he uses, it's not a spell, like he pulls something out of his pocket, and it appears to be some kind of weird artifice that he, like, twists his hand and it projects an image.
I look intently.
Yeah, hold on 1 second here. White Rose Assassin.
Ugh. Very well dressed.
He says, if you see one of these, you run.
I nod, though I have no intentions of running because I literally can't run anymore. I'm a grandmother. I'm like, sure,
or hide,
certainly.
or just make sure you're not in their path. That's all I
Stolfedge
can
thinking
say.
to himself, I wonder who their tailor is.
Ezio Auditore.
You look closer at his hand, and his right hand is not flesh. It looks almost mechanical. Looking a little closer
Strange.
at all of these people, there's almost imperfections that make sense among this group now. Wrath, one of his tusks is just broken. I couldn't make it in the Hero Forge model, but like one of them is like cracked in half. The strange looking elf appears to have like a cut, like part of her eyebrow that doesn't grow, and a scar that appears to go all the way up to her skull. And you can see that her hair is grown and parted in a way that like nothing grows on that side. Nothing is on that side. It's just shaved. The frog folk, the grung, appears to walk with a limp when he walks. Not much that it seems to impede his movement, but like it's just kind of like the way he walks, like there's something that must have happened to him, some kind of injury that couldn't be like healed with a spell.
Yeah. Whatever it was, he never got quite back to 100% that leg or whatever.
And you notice as Shanum talks about, even just mentions the White Rose and brings up that picture, all of them get that morose look from like whatever kind of moods they were in. And Wrath, the Elephant Man, shudders, almost in fear, at the image.
Well, for what it's worth, that's probably the safest place to run away from them. I mean, it's nobody comes here, right? Or she like tries to be like lighthearted about it a little bit, like to lighten the mood, like because she feels like she put her foot into her mouth asking about it. It's probably gonna be fine. Anybody wants a drink? Yeah.
He looks and he goes, the offer is much appreciated, but I think we're gonna turn in for the night. It's still a long road to Tremelaine tomorrow, and we're hoping to get our chance to scout out the tournament hall here before we leave. Maybe we'll see you there. What is your name? What is your group name?
Tito Beat and the Funky Bunch.
I'm gonna smack him with one of the bones from the pig.
It's a work in progress. We're getting there. We're funky though. That seems to be the consensus here.
We're workshopping ideas. We'll have one settled on by the time we get to Tremelaine.
That gets like a smirk and a chuckle out of Shanum as he nods and says, well, best of luck to you on that as well. And the whole party departs upstairs. Like, it looks like they kind of like take a meal to go and just go up to their quarters.
So how far is Oh god, that's so far.
far
It
as
would-
far.
It was
Oh, boy.
it would almost be
That's a trip.
quicker if we go to Tourmaline first, sign up, and then go search for the card, because it's like almost Tourmaline is almost on the way.
And then resupply if we need it. I like the name Alejandro said, Panic at the Brothel. That was a good one. Raises the drink to him.
Bard songs I threw, Bard band names I threw examples of in the chat. I thought there was an obvious one in there.
If we go by foot, I mean, I assume it's difficult traveling with all the snow and storming and whatnot, but we have the snowshoes.
Yeah, they gave you the snowshoes, so that'll help with travel.
Could we like make it to the cart situation? I know, but we have to go all the way back to Bryn Shander, don't we?
Yeah, because you'll have to come back for press.
Yeah, I was like thinking we can
Mhm.
go to the cart and we can meet Crass in Tremorlane, but you know we do like a, but we have to go back to Bryn Shander. How long can we estimate how long it would? I mean, with what she marked on our map, how long it would take us to get there, if we went by foot? Could we make it like in half a day or something like that, or is it more like a day or 2-day travel on
Oh
foot?
god, that's probably a few days, that distance.
Well, it's like 10 miles, right?
You're looking
From-
at
Yeah.
Oh, 11, 12 miles.
on foot. You're looking
far.
at about 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, we could let Crass know. We could let Crass know. Try to figure this out while the repairs are underway. We come back here, and then we travel to Tremorlane together after we sorted this out, and the card is back in prime shape.
Why don't we fly?
Well,
Why
because
what?
I do not have wings. That's why.
Ah, yeah,
Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
It's really quite simple. And we cannot swim because we would freeze to death. So walking.
Gino, how do you fly?
I don't. I'm not. I'm not a plan or execution man. I'm an ideas man.
Why would you say it if theoretically we had nothing to fly with in the first place and smack them again?
Like here's a good idea. Unlimited gold.
That's a great idea. I really like that.
Yeah.
With what? That's a good plan. I like it. I would drink to it.
No, that's not a plan. That's the idea. We have to make the plan. Gina just makes the ideas, you know? It's a system.
We need a band name. Dino Beat and the Funky Bunch, and I hit all four fists on the table.
Yeah, just so we're clear. When we vote, you cannot raise all of your arms. That's not fair.
One vote, one arm.
No, no.
Yeah, so we get 8 votes.
Alejandro
Is that how
Scramsax
that
comes.
works?
Scramsax comes back out and hands you a like what appears to be like a trout chowder.
I will take the bowl. I'm assuming it's in a bowl
Yeah.
or a tray of some kind.
Yeah, it's in a bowl.
I will pick it up and smell it. You know, very cat-like. You know, like
Yeah.
checking it first.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
the fishy, creamy. It's got that nice like perfectly cubed potato.
and I will just start just chowing, just like from the bowl, direct from the bowl. As long as it's not too hot. As long as it's not too hot. If it's hot, I might blow on it a little bit. But before I
It's perfect temperature. Like it was like this guy seems to be seasoned enough in like cooking that he presented it at the perfect time. He might have like had it sitting for a couple minutes to even cool down to that like perfect temperature.
This is wonderful, senor. Thank you very much.
He nods and he's like, "It was a brilliant idea, and I hope you don't mind if I use it in the future."
Oh, I expect to order it every time I am in your shop, sir. Or your tavern, sir.
What is your name?
Alejandro.
Well, then I suppose on the menu it will be called the Alejandro.
Oh. You honor me, senor.
And he goes back, like he almost like he smirks and almost like kind of like giggles as he like goes into the back, and you hear him like working on something else.
Okay.
I'll slam 5 silver down for him. Slide down, and I'll go back to eating the pig.
I almost thought that this like was gonna become a wild like chef campaign when I told you guys you could be anything.
Oh, well, we can certainly throw out some options and, create some things along the way.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like just like making the magic items. Like, I don't think there's a limit to what you can create with your.
Listen, I'm trying to figure out a creative way to get a campaign version of the White Russian on the menu here at the tavern.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if you can bring the ingredients. There's no vodka here.
We need to find potatoes.
We got, but we could get. I mean,
We can get
there's no,
potatoes.
there's no vodka here. Come on, we got potatoes. We can make some vodka.
It's about to happen.
No, it's the coffee liqueur side of it that's feels like the more tricky part.
So I'm like probably a few drinks in by now, slightly tipsy with my crappy constitution. But a thought has occurred to me for transportation to and from the wagon, since we're all small. I've got a brilliant idea.
Go on.
We ride Gino. Hear me out. I can polymorph Gino into a saber-toothed tiger, and we ride him to the wagon.
Oh, I can make him bigger. I can enlarge this tiger. We
We're all
work together.
small. We should fit on him.
Yeah, if he's just one size bigger than us, theoretically.
What the fuck?
Hey,
I'm
you're
gonna
the,
just
you're
toss
the one
up.
that gave me
How?
a magic fiddle to polymorph things.
How
this is on
drunk?
you.
How drunk is this goblin?
You said like 3 or
Yes.
4 drinks.
I have an 8 con. I don't exactly handle my booze well.
and your small size. He's like he was drunk on the first drink. He's pretty
We need
blotto.
We need like a wagon pulled by mountain goats for this terrain. Like the Hobbit style, Battle of the Five Armies style. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the catch, it only lasts for an hour, and I can only do it once a day. So that'd but that's a lot faster than it would be normally over land for us.
Scramsax kind of like rounds the corner and puts out more chowder for everybody. He's like, everybody, try. He's like, you could rent axe beaks.
How much does that cost?
You'd have to ask the stables, but I think they have some for rent.
I vote for the tiger solution.
Riding a tiger does sound pretty cool. Gino, how do you feel about becoming a giant beast?
I already am. No difference.
I mean, we just need to save a little time so that we can go there and make it back within a day, right? So, I think it's a cool idea. I really like it.
Ride the first bit till he runs out, walk a bit, rest the rest of the day, and then ride him again
Like, why not?
the next day.
Because like renting stuff costs money. I'm trying
It
to
does.
save money so that I can buy stuff.
Yeah, those prices at that shop are pretty expensive, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're in
they
the
have
we're in the middle of nowhere.
And they have arcane camera systems. What is it? What is CCTV? Short closed circuit television. They have C8 TV, closed arcane television.
I can dig it.
So
What's the television?
that's up. Okay, they have CASV, closed arcane scrying vision.
Crystal ball or something?
That makes so much more sense.
Look, I'm old. Sometimes I just say gibberish, okay? You get used to it.
Yeah, I think Solvage has a good idea.
Yeah, let's get on with it. Let's do it. Come on. Go to
All
Crass.
right.
We tell her what's up.
What are we doing?
We'll talk to Crass. We tell her we'll be back tomorrow. You cast some magic. We will tape you to the back of a tiger. You can sleep off the alcohol. We fight a Yeti. We return. We get money. We get a bonus to our tournament ratings. Perhaps. Maybe. We get a good word from the dwarves. We travel to Tremelaine. We sign up. Did I catch everything? Did I? Yeah? Did I get everything? Good, good. Look, I'll just go. I'm a bit drunk too, right? Like, she
Yeah.
had like a few zippies. She gave most of her food away to Dino. She'll just put on like, pull her clothes a bit tighter, open the door, and she goes back to Grass, to where the stables are and where the repairs are happening. And she's like on a mission now. She'll tell Crash like, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're just gonna make some cash, save some dwarven stuff, get some goodwill for the competition. She's on a mission.
She,
I know we just ate, but I might eat that cat before we go. I'm like
I'm
looking at that
sorry.
cat over there.
What?
Yeah, what? Who said that? I'm looking around. It's pretty messed up.
The cat like eyes you, fucking like crawls over to a different corner. That's fucked up. don't eat the cat. What's wrong with
The
you?
problem is you cannot even prevent it by
No
keeping them
eating
well
the
fed,
cat.
because they're never well fed, no matter how much food you give
They
them.
just eat. They just all
Yeah.
they do is eat.
It's like you cannot even prevent it.
This is
It's
crazy.
Gino is in the like kitchen garbage can.
we probably have like, you remember that freezing container we have in the caravan? We probably have like 19 arcane locks on that thing just because of those two.
Checks out.
Okay, no food shaming.
Incredible.
Eat, my little bugs, eat.
Yeah, you go back to Crest. Does everybody go back to Crest, or is it just this drunk old lady by herself?
I assume she just went by herself.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I'm dealing with this.
We all just sat there.
I'll go with the drunk old lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
The goblin can accompany the drunk old lady.
The drunk goblin and the drunk old lady.
And
As
before
we like stroll like down the street arm in arm, probably
Yeah.
drunkenly singing shit.
Oh, we'll be like, Cress, we have the best plan ever.
Yeah, so she has been like getting these people to help her repair the caravan. And she looks and she's like, "Oh, you're going somewhere? A plan? What? Do tell."
So here's the thing. We told some dwarves. Excuse me. That
I
we'd
pat
help.
him on the back.
Thank you. We told some dwarves that we would help take care of a yeti. It beat them up and wrecked their wagon. They had a delivery coming to town of ingots, I want to say. Basically, they're paying somebody to go and regain their wagon and kill this yeti.
And
for
there's
them.
other dwarves, and these dwarves know the other dwarves, and the other dwarves, they're good with the tournament. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if we do something for one dwarf, then the other dwarf will be informed from the one dwarf, and the other dwarf will give us maybe. It's
Dwarven word of
complicated.
mouth.
She's like, but okay, you can't.
There are layers
I can't take
to
the.
this.
We can't take the caravan out right now, and I can't leave the caravan. So how are you gonna get there?
It's fine. Gino's gonna be a kitty cat.
Yes. Look, you inspired us with the cats.
I'm gonna
It's a
turn
cat
him
thing.
into a really big cat, and we're gonna ride him. Or maybe a dog. Do we want him to be a dog? Or a bear? We can make him a bear.
She's just
Up.
like,
Hold up
she's just
here.
like,
No, we can totally ride the bear.
What the fuck?
We should make it a wolf. And then if we see other wolves, they think this is like one of the wolves, and they will leave us alone.
Good idea. Good idea. Dire wolf.
Yeah, wolf.
Yeah.
You're like,
Probably.
so she
Gino's
like looks
gonna
at
be a
you
wolf.
like shocked at this plan. And just as she like opens her mouth to say something, she bursts out laughing because like resting on your shoulder, Poppy, is what appears to be some large bird that goes. Meh.
Hello? What is this bird? I take the bird.
It's massive. Like it's a large size. It's just like resting its head on your shoulder.
Oh,
It's
like.
yeah. Nah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello.
Nah.
I pat like its beak.
Self-imposed little like roll here.
Dino, you look really funny today.
Holy crap! So I like stumble and fall over backwards. This giant bird out of nowhere.
She looks at both of you and she's like,
oh my stars.
oh, okay. So you're going to turn Gino into a giant cat or dog or bear.
Yes.
Undecided. Just so we're okay.
One of the three.
To the north of nowhere.
Yep.
To try and retrieve iron for dwarves in hopes of gaining popularity.
Yes. And they're paying. So.
And they're paying. Okay, well, pay, you should have led with that. Payment is good. Payment is good.
They offered payment in precious gemstones.
Payment is very good. I'm a little bit concerned that you want to just leave and do this right now, given that you're almost too drunk, I would say.
Kind of squeezing the face of the bird. Oh, Dino, you're so fluffy today.
Nah.
I might have to sober up a little to maintain concentration on the spell. Yeah, it's
Okay,
probably a good idea.
We can take a nap on the. I know you cannot nap while you. There's a way to come. Okay, maybe we take a nap.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
we go tomorrow.
The bird like flops over on top of you, Poppy, like like full on knocking you over and just laying down on you.
Help! I'm like under the bird. Help!
Nah.
Yep, agreed. That's it. Great plan. Tomorrow I make Gino a wolf.
I suffocate under the bird.
Cress is like trying to pull you out.
By like one leg.
I'm gonna try and help, but it's not gonna be any help because I have 4 strength.
It's mostly
my
for the comedic effect. I'm not gonna kill Poppy like that.
I make the old halfling lady look strong by comparison.
What are the rest of you doing at the bar still?
Solfedge has the muscle tone of one of the bug's antennas.
You'd see Dino like on the plate where the pig was, like he's just like laying there. Yeah.
I would try to wake his ass up and just kind of like take to the stage.
Okay, it's not really a stage. Like the halfling what did I name him? Shanum. He was just like standing on a chair. While his friends were like performing around him.
Is that like a heating thing here, like a stove or something like
Yeah.
that next to the?
Yeah.
Okay. Figured as much, but I figured I'd ask for certain. The outhouse is outside, I see.
Yep.
Dino flies up, like leaps over from the table onto the piano. Starts playing.
What's he playing?
I don't know. What are we playing, Gino? Just sounds like random gibber, like not gibberish, but
Do you guys play instruments together, like two people sitting at a piano? You know, like people playing chopsticks together on the piano.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do.
roll performance checks.
And it's just some nonsense, and most of it again is in our native tongue. But you hear like us like, "Abba dabba dabba dabba, good food, yeah." Like it's not great. But yeah, let's roll performance.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. The scram sacks and like the guys in the corner who are sitting there playing cards are like tapping along and like clapping their hands as you're playing the piano. And one of these veterans walks up and he actually hands both of you 5 gold.
Remember the name, Gino Dino Beat.
Yeah, Dino Beat.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, I'll look for that on the tour.
Shit. We gotta come up with a name. God damn it.
He's punishing us because we didn't make a decision yet. This is what's happening. I'm gonna suffer, guys.
The dwarves still aren't lively. They also retire to sleep. I'm not punishing you for not picking a name. You're punishing yourselves for not picking a name. Just saying.
It's Gino Beaton and the Funky Bunch until somebody tells me otherwise.
You've told them something different. It was Gino Beat and the Funky Bunch. Then it was Gino Beat. Now you just said Dino Beat. You haven't
Yeah, 'cause Dino was there.
You haven't given a fucking proper name yet. So
Gino. Gino is my name. It's like Sting and the Police, you know? Like, they'll know me, and then the band doesn't matter. They, you know, like...
Oh my god.
Individual popularity, you know?
Scram Sacks eventually is like, alright guys, it's almost closing time. It's time for you to go.
Okay.
I say from the garbage can.
Sounds like a wonderful idea for a song.
Get out of my
I'll
trash!
I'll go pick them up from the garbage can and then like tell them thank you for the hospitality and leave.
Can I investigate the garbage can for something to like?
Yeah, get
some
something to
rat
go.
and shit?
Can I like cover him with like as he's like
Jesus
go
Christ.
give him a handshake and stuff?
Oh, fuck me. Go ahead and
If you're established.
He's giving you the help action. Roll it with advantage. I hate this. Okay.
No.
That's a 16.
On a 16, yeah, you find like the leftover remains of like trout that like all the stuff that he like scrapped and cut off of it, the bones and everything like that is in there, the guts. He didn't use any of that. So he just fucking tossed it out. There's fucking potato peelings in there. There's probably like peanut shells in there. It's garbage. Of course there's stuff in there. You're going through a kitchen garbage, you son of a bitch.
little snack for later.
What do you find?
Smart thinking.
You find fucking trash soup, okay? That's what you find.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, it's actually
Splitting
good.
it though.
It's good timing. Let's take like a 10-minute break and we'll come back and figure out what you're doing. Oh my god.
Sounds good.
I love this game.
Great wreck.
Okay, but seriously, we have to come up with a name.
Yeah, we really need to settle on something.
I feel like we should just like roll a d5, like one of us randomly, and the Funky Bunch. Or what was the other one? The Funky Five?
Yeah, that was one of my suggestions. The
I
Funky
like that.
Five.
The Funky Five is good. I will still call us Geno Beat and the Funky Five, but
And that'd just be a funny running joke. We constantly refer to it just as like our own like selves. Like, yes, Solfege and the Funky Five.
Also, everybody introduces it differently, like
Yeah.
their name and fucking five. But we're only 5, so it's like if it's your name, it's Funky 4, right? Your name
Yeah,
and
you're right.
You're thinking about it too much.
sorry, I'm warm-blooded. I'm a mammal. I have an actual brain.
We are the Funky Five featuring Solfege.
So, what is Solfege? Is he a musician, like singer? Is he does he play a instrument?
Vocals and instruments, yeah.
I mean, he strikes me as the type of character, especially with that kind of intense, sophisticated
Very
voice,
Sinatra-y kind of.
that he definitely could pull the lead singer of a group vibe off.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really don't want to be singing anytime soon, so somebody's gotta bite the bullet.
I mean, I could see Alejandro as a character singing sometimes, but only in very specific types of songs and very specific circumstances. The rest of the time, he's probably just going to be playing the lute,
Mhm.
you know, in a, lead or like a lead guitar or rhythm guitar type situation, depending on the scenario, depending on the circumstances.
Oh yeah, I was definitely picture in solfege is kind of a primarily vocals. So
Right.
so
Okay.
he's got some music instrument proficiencies, obviously, but
You're like, are you an eloquence bard or something?
glamour, actually.
Glamour, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have an eloquence bard?
Somebody is. I can't remember who.
It's not me.
I know somebody's an eloquence bard. I think one of the bugs.
It's got to be. Sounds
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has to be. It's like the
Alejandro
three
is
of
not.
us are the ones that aren't.
Yeah.
One of the two bugs.
You're glamour bard.
Yeah.
I'm swords bard.
Yeah, part of one of the things that I have is a glamour bard. The mantle of inspiration thing is cool, but I have a class feature enthralling performance. If I perform for at least a minute, I can charm a number of people equal to my charisma modifier within 60 feet of me if they fail a save, to make them like idolize me and like speak glowingly of me.
How are these bugs called that
I
like
could basically make them fanboy over me.
sorry, this is totally off topic. What are these bugs called that like light up? Like
Lightning bugs.
the lightning bugs?
I mean, that's what we call them. I don't know if
Firefly.
Fireflies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just saw one and I've never seen any in Germany. It's still every time I'm totally bedazzled and awed when I see a firefly here. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing ever. Sorry.
It's
It
okay.
was just,
It's all right.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Like they're very common in the Midwest, U.S. Like I see them all summer long. Here, it's just they're everywhere.
I don't see them like a ton, but they definitely exist here. And like in Germany, I've never seen a freaking firefly in my life. So like I know what they are, but I've never seen it myself. And it's so cool when I see this stuff. I'm always like, oh my god, oh my god. Or like a chipmunk, a wild chipmunk. We had one in our yard for like 3 years. I mean, they don't live that long, right? And it was always like, oh my god. Sorry, this is stupid, but I just thought of that. The wildlife here is really cool. So what are we voting? I'm voting for Funky 5. I think that's a cool name. The Funky 5. I like it.
The Fab Funky 5.
Why fat? Why? Why no?
Fab.
Fab.
F-A-B. Like fabulous.
We're not fat. We're tiny people. Yeah, okay, that's cool. The Fab Funky 5.
I think
like that.
I think it should be the full name or full word though. Fabulous Funky
Fabulous.
5. Because like
Fabulous Funky 5. Yeah.
I'm just sitting here thinking in a fantasy medieval world, Fab as for short, people are gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
People they wouldn't understand it, but
I really like that. I really like that. I dragged out a chair through the side door, and I'm sitting here on my lonely chair outside because I cannot go on the porch to smoke because there's so many kids there. Adults, sorry, they're adults, but whatever.
Yeah, they're kid. They're kid-ish. They're baby adults.
It's crazy, man, right? I mean, when you remember being 20 yourself, I felt like an adult. I lived in a different city. I had a job, blah 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 blah. I felt like an adult, and now when you, I know, I now understand how my dad probably saw me at that time. You know,
I don't feel like an adult now. Not a real adult, not like an adulty adult.
I can't sympathize with that. I feel like when I was a child, I always thought that adults just know stuff, and now that I'm a grown up myself, um, it's just a lot of struggling and like calling people and googling shit. It's
Oh yeah,
like,
we don't know shit. We've just got
yeah,
better at bullshitting that we know shit.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Adults actually don't have all the answers. We're like, I feel like when you grow older, you realize that you just get better at finding stuff out.
Yeah, you hit your
Honestly.
20s and you're like, wait, it was all bullshit?
We've just
What?
got really good at pretending we have the
Right?
answers.
Right? Honestly, when I was small, I thought, like, especially my dad, I thought my dad had all the answers. Like, I'm a total daddy's girl, I will admit that. Um, and my God, no, it's all nonsense. Like, he's just like a very like proactive person, so he goes and finds stuff out. He doesn't know shit either. He's just doing stuff, and then he figures it out. Man, it was all a sham.
Yeah.
Ram sacks, it's scam sacks. No, kidding.
Dino, we're thinking the fabulous Funky Five. What do you think?
I love it.
Okay, we just need because we just need to convince Adam, and we're like, yeah, Gino and the fabulous Funky Five.
There you go.
But it doesn't even make sense because he's one of the five. You cannot be Gino and five because we're not six people.
You're looking too much into it.
Oh my god. I'm trying so hard here, man.
Funky, Funky Five sounds better than the Funky Six.
It's an inclusive and. It's like programming logic.
Don't enable him. You know? It's the first thing when it's the first lesson in parenting. Don't enable the bugs.
So when you gonna split that trash with me, Gino, or what?
What trash?
I see what you're doing. I distracted him.
I don't remember that.
Wow. Known you all my life. You want to share some trash with me?
You want this
Do you,
trash?
do you take the whole bucket of trash, like the whole trash bin?
Can I?
Can I?
Scram Sacks is fairly distracted with like trying to impress people with his cooking, so he probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'll take the whole bag.
You just
I'm just
take
walking
this
down the
man-
bag or walking down the street with a bag full of garbage.
And then you just said you don't have it. Like, can I perception check to see if yes?
It wouldn't even be a trash bag. It would be like you're taking his whole trash bin.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll take his whole trash.
It's just like it's a fucking to-go container. Gino is walking down the street, fucking eating food out of a trash can.
I
On
can't
the
see
move.
it though.
I could just see that. It's like, you're gonna share that with me? It's like, share what with you? I don't know what you're talking about. As he pulls like literally
Yeah.
a fish head out of the bin and
Yeah.
just.
You make your way back to the caravan, where. Did you fall asleep under that axe beak?
I don't know. More like fall unconscious, probably. Like smashed by bird. Not that kind of smashed. Like squished by bird.
Yeah.
That pancaked by bird.
It probably would have been eventually shifted and adjusted enough to like let you get loose.
say I look a little flatter. Just as old, but flattened.
Bits of like oversized bird down is stuck to your clothes now.
And I will be so confused when Dino shows up. Like, Dino? Dino? I look at the bird. Dino? Why is there two of you?
Playing a song on the loop. I'm like, and yeah, hey Dino. I'm gonna go up to the big axe peak. How's it going, buddy?
just full wide eyes.
I think I know somebody named Dino. You think she's some kind of tough guy or something?
Kind of like rears its head back and kind of like just like smacks its axe beak into you.
Oh my
Just,
god.
just pet him.
This poor bug is getting so much abuse.
Cressida looks and says, Poppy filled me in on the plan.
The great, fabulous plan.
And, I think you're going to get, are you resting first, or?
Yes, probably. Good idea.
No rest for the wicked!
Pop. Just wild
But yes,
hand movements.
Yes, Solfege might not be able to actually concentrate on a spell right now.
Yeah, Solfege is drunk.
For this whole plan, because Solfege is kind of wasted.
Hey, you have advantage on con saving throws.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Magic. It's like a magic hangover cure, you know?
That is true. I might be able to pull it off. But could be kind of iffy.
You rolled. You drank. You said you drank 4 drinks.
Sure, we'll go with 4.
It would be funny.
Takes it off.
Roll a con save with advantage. We're gonna call the DC. We'll call it 5 per drink, so we'll call the DC 20.
You can do it. And my I know it's a saving throw. I cannot help you.
Why are you getting a -1 to your con saves? Oh no!
I have an age con. I can't succeed unless I crit.
Oh no! He's still very drunk.
Party pooper. Guess we'll go tomorrow.
Good idea.
Do I look slimmer? I've never felt so slim in my life. Like, still flattened by the bird.
Crest, like, plucks a feather out of your hair.
You definitely look blurrier.
Wait, what? Okay, let's rest then.
Yeah, Crest will get everybody into the caravan. It still needs some work. Like, there's still some patching that needs to be done from the wolf attack, but, like, it's, like, good enough that you can sleep in there comfortably still. You already rested for, like, health purposes, but, like, this is more of, like, a cinematic rest to rest off the booze after a night of drinking. Other than that, like, is there any...
But maybe we get more temp HP. From Alejandro,
true,
maybe he rolls higher in the morning.
True.
I'll ask Gino B. Why was you holding up 4 fingers earlier to those people?
What? Who?
You were
You
like
just want
holding
my
up your... I'm definitely not trying to distract you from your garbage. Were you like flipping those people off or something?
What? Who? They
You're
waved
holding
at
up
me,
your-
I waved at them.
Oh, I was I was
Just like
confused.
that.
Oh, that's how they do it? Let me hold up all four of my hands.
Yeah. Hello.
Maybe I can do it to Crescetta with all four of my hands. Hey,
Oh, Lady Crest.
hello.
She's like,
Oh,
"Oh,"
hey.
she's like, fuck you too, buddy.
Whoa,
Hey, fuck you.
whoa.
Oh, hey.
Gino is writing a song about garbage.
It's writing a
It's
song
called-
about garbage.
Yeah, it's called The Garbage Song, and most of the lyrics are the garbage song.
I'm gonna stumble over. I'm like, let me tell you what I'm doing when I find this Yeti guy, and I'm gonna just pass out, fall down. Right on the
garbage
ground.
Song. Do 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 do. The garbage song. Do, do.
Literally.
Jesus.
You brought this upon yourself.
I knew what I was getting into. Gets to the morning. Thankfully, it's
Yeah.
a much more peaceful sleep. You don't have a bunch of nightmares like the last rest that you had.
Well, that's good.
You can go ahead and re-roll your cloak, temp HP there. Once again, Crest doesn't welcome you to like a hot breakfast like before. Instead opting to like be like, there's some porridge, but we had to get right back to work on the caravan as soon as the workers were ready. At this point, it is Crest goes off to do her own thing and get the caravan going, so it is free reign for you guys to do what you want from here. Whether you want to prepare or you just want to turn Gino into a saber-toothed tiger and make him super large and ride.
No, I think we decided he was going to be a dire wolf instead.
A dire wolf instead? Okay.
Yeah. He'd fit. I think he'd fit in better with the, you know,
With polymorph, does he keep his
the local
intelligence?
fauna. Oh God, no. Unfortunately, no.
Does anybody have a good animal handling?
Of course. Easy.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I sure hope so. This is going to be interesting. Well, the other option is to go there on foot, and then to turn him into an animal to help pull the wagon back. Would be the other option to save the polymorph for the way back.
I don't know,
But you-
5 people, we can drive the wagon, no? Probably.
I
Did
Did
don't know.
anybody ever figure? Did anybody
Don't
ever
count me
figure out
as the
plate
person
thing?
for pulling any kind of weight.
Yeah, me neither.
I have 4 strength. I can barely carry the things that are currently on my character.
We enlarged the cat. The cat is strong, right? Alejandro, are you strong?
Well, again, the polymorph only
No.
lasts for an
No,
hour.
not a strong cat.
God damn it. Okay, we will use physics. I don't know yet how, but we do some pulley system. We'll figure it out. I want to ride a wolf. Let's go.
You heard her, Dino. Figure it out. Physics. Go.
You're muted, Kirby.
Yeah, he's like on the ground. Yeah, we'll fly there. We're gonna fly. It's like on the ground, passing out.
Okay, I mean we'll make our way there somehow. We'll get out of the city first, I assume.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we can decide
bet.
if we wanna do the wolf thing right away or if we wanna wait till we reach the wagon. But either way, we probably cannot we cannot pull the sledge back all the way if the polymorph is just an hour. So it's just a band-aid, you know.
Yeah.
something to shave some time off at
True.
least. Cause
Yeah,
true. I mean, we could probably book it there in maybe an hour with the speed of like a dire wolf running all out. Maybe, I don't know.
it's a 6-hour trip on foot.
Yeah. Well, like a dire wolf has a speed of let's see, 5e. Dire wolf. That's not how you spell wolf at all. It's got a speed of 50 feet. So.
Poppy, you play breakfast more? Breakfast music? I need a performance check, please.
Alrighty. My shadow is throwing some pom-poms behind me, so I'll give myself guidance as I play the breakfast music. Let's go. Oh boy.
It's not bad. Yeah, you got little shadow dance going on.
You know what? I'll do. I will use my inspiration. Why not?
Oh,
haha!
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've given my shadow a kick to like do better, and he's like suddenly.
Like full rumba.
Yeah.
Some of the people that who are coming by to like rent some of the axe beaks to go out for the day, actually like see your performance and are like, oh, that's lovely. Go ahead and add 5 gold to your character sheet.
Yeah. Thank you. Good job, Marvin. Yes, keep it going. Swing those Yeah, my shadow does like a bow when somebody throws money like into my little hat or something. It's like
so cool.
Very nice. Okay, let's go. Let's walk then. If we want to keep the wolfy for later, then let's walk. But let's go.
I mean, whatever the party ultimately decides. So.
I'm gonna wake up.
I'm just an idea man.
Gino wake up like, man, a bad dream. Gino was eating trash and he wouldn't share with me. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
My dream was even crazier. You were a bird, but you were so handsome. Then you were laying on top of me. You were really heavy. I don't know what was going on there, but it was very warm. So warm. Fluffy. Cozy. And then I passed out for a while. And then there were 2 of you. It was all very confusing.
One of the axe beaks from behind is like, "Mah."
Okay, let's go.
Sounds
Let's go.
like an interesting dream.
Let's go. Let's kill a Yeti.
Right.
I want to kill a Yeti. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. We're gonna go somewhere and beat up a Yeti.
Yeah, I keep hearing about this tough guy. He's holding his head, hold of his arms.
So what do we think? Dire wolf on the way there or back?
Maybe we try before?
All I'm picturing is still this small old lady going, "Let's kill a Yeti."
Alright, I'm sure Solfedge has a little bit of a headache still from the prior night, but
You have to understand, she's really old. Like, she can literally see her time running through the hourglass. You cannot,
Gonna, in theory, cast this polymorph spell on a bug now. And we're gonna roll to see if he mixes up Gino and Dino. So a 1 to 10 it will go on Gino, and a 11 to 20 it's gonna go on Dino by accident. So, yep. Effects of a hangover have, messed me up a little bit. Dino, you're gonna be a dire wolf today.
Jesus Christ. So you're doing it for the trip there, or you're doing it for the trip back?
I don't know. People seem to want to do it for the trip there, and
Yeah, let's go. It's gonna be funny.
Certain old halfling ladies seem very pumped to ride a dire wolf.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I want to ride a dire. Who wouldn't want to ride a dire wolf? I'm a 150-year-old halfling grandma. Of course, I would. It's like on my bucket list. No.
Sitting there muttering, "Wait till I find this shady guy. Me and Alejandro, we're gonna beat him up." I assume I get transformed right there.
Somebody gets to be a dire wolf.
And I don't know if you've watched any of my previous works, but the transformation process of Polymorph is not pleasant. It is like he's growing to 3 times his size, so you watch as like the inner like soft bits of him like crack his outer shell as it like spreads and morphs into it, and like you gotta like probably like he goes from like a chittering scream to a howl of the wolf as he grows and gets larger. You watch as this skin the hair grows out of his skin into like large like thick tufts. His like little like whatever these are. I can't even think of the name for them right now.
Partway through this disgusting
either.
display, I'm going to use minor illusion to put up like a sign blocking the image, like technical difficulties. Appreciate.
I'm like, ooh, ooh.
I mean, parts are going to be still sticking out beyond it because it's only a 5-foot square area, but at least I'm going to try and block out the worst of it.
Yeah. Yeah. His mandibles become fangs. You watch as like the tail grows out of him. Still like just like from the scream, just like like or whatever a bug scream sounds like, all the way into this wolf form. As you Dino are transformed into a dire wolf.
I'm sitting there like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't eat breakfast. Or wait, I guess I did eat breakfast because you made breakfast. Music, food, stuff. You do the like feast thing?
Yeah, I did the breakfast music.
Okay, then I guess I would have ate some light breakfast. Like, stay down.
Yeah, it's good for your constitution.
Yeah.
You have to eat your breakfast.
Yep.
I'll be clapping.
yeah.
I'll be like, oh, wow. And I'll approach this wolf fearless as I am.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an animal hand. Yeah, Kirby doesn't have it's not Dino's brain. It is the wolf brain.
I mean, it's a dumbed down Dino brain. He still recognizes you as a friend and everything, but
I know how Dino works. I already have a ration at hand, to like give this doggy, and we'll make like my shadow makes like wolf pictures. I don't even know how do you make a wolf? How do you make a wolf? That kind of stuff. Wolf pictures behind me. And
there you go.
Animal handling. It's good. 19.
That 19's fantastic. So like the animal handling was to be able to like mount and ride Dino and be able to guide him successfully without getting lost off the path.
Good back.
And we'll get him to book it as far and as fast as he can while the duration of the spell is still there.
That probably shaves about 3 hours off of your time. By the time the spell runs out and he turns back into regular Dino, you are probably like looking at the map and kind of looking at the landmarks that kind of line up with the map. You surmise three and a half hours.
Okay.
It is not a comfortable trip. He's not like harnessed or anything, so you're all just kind of hanging on to him as he's running. Just holding on for dear life.
I literally latch on like a tick.
Yeah, by the end of this, I will just like kind of like flop off the side of the wolf as he transforms back. I'll just be on the ground like, my hip. Oh my god.
I like start trying to bite Gino before I transform back.
The counter transformation is not any more pleasant than the old transformation. Shrinking back down, you lose all of that hair, and you watch as the skin turns to carapace and like grows on top of you, kind of like a scab that forms into full color. Your fucking the ears turning into like antenna.
I could just picture Gino staying like attached to him like this entire time through the transformation.
It's happening.
No.
Progressing through, like in that 3 hours, the weather started out very clear. But by the time you get here, you're starting to get hit with flurries. And it is not too long before a blizzard descends on you, reducing visibility to 20 feet. The cairn, which was very clear before, which is just this huge mountain, disappears behind the blowing snow and howling wind that engulfs you.
I just creeping up, I'll put my snow goggles on.
Hell yes.
I still can't see anything.
Okay.
Well, I can. If we want to spend a little time trying to wait this out, I have a thing. Will it show up if I no, that. What if I just click that?
Is it an alt click?
There we go. It shows I have a thing. If we wanna wait it out.
How long does rope trick last?
8 hours.
Nice.
Or 1 hour? Or I thought it was 8 hours. But I could be wrong.
It lasts 1 hour.
Huh, yeah. I thought it was longer. Whatever.
I think the 8 is because you can have 8 medium or smaller creatures inside.
Yeah, it might have been misremembering things. I thought it was yeah, it's only 1 hour. Why was I thinking 8? Maybe it was 8 in a different edition.
Maybe. Still a super handy spell.
Yeah.
But maybe an hour is enough. I mean, it's a storm. Maybe it will blow through in an hour.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, we can, wait, the hour in a, extra dimensional space and kind of hopefully it, hopefully it dies down a bit in that time.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, I think, to try that.
You rope trick to make like this extra dimensional space. What do you guys do within that hour? You're kind of like sitting in. What does your rope trick space look like?
I'm not sure what it actually looks like. Rope trick. Let me read it.
No. Don't worry about the spell. Describe to me what like this like hideaway space would look like for your character.
Oh. Just like, I mean, if I could fashion it how I want it to be, I could just see Solfedge's little space being like just a quaint little like lounge with a like fireplace and
Yeah.
comfy chairs,
This cozy little space. You got like a little bit of like booze on hand that you can hand out to people. Just sit back and relax and try to wait out the storm.
Yeah. Somewhere there's like a light, low, like jazz music playing. You're not sure where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere.
If we're all in there for an hour, I will stage an intervention. Like, okay, we have 1 hour. We need a name.
The Garbage Bunch.
So I said the Fabulous Five.
Garbage.
The
How about just
fabulous
garbage?
Funky Five is my vote. Discuss!
The 5 garbages.
What? I'm not garbage, you're garbage!
5 garbages and Gino and the Funky Bunch sounds garbage. Gino and the Funky Bunch, whatever, rolls off the tongue. A lot better. Smack him.
Does Dino see himself as the leader of this musical troupe? Will you be standing
No.
out front, dancing,
I mean-
singing, leading us as we traverse this competition? Because Senor Solfege's voice is very fine.
Soulfedge and the Funky Bunch.
Why, thank you.
Gino and the Funky Bunch.
Should we have a preliminary vote? I don't even know anymore what's on the table. We had so many suggestions.
Right.
Like a huge list now, like a huge scroll.
Yeah, exactly. I just make a huge list.
It's been a lot
Like
of
Panic at the
workshopping.
Brothel.
I think the Funky Five is probably the best bet.
Fabulous Funky Five.
The Fabulous Funky Five.
Okay.
Get on
Everybody
board with
good
that.
with that? Yeah? I like that too.
I like it.
Okay.
Works for me.
Alejandro liked that too? Yeah, okay. So after an hour of deliberation, I'll like roll up the scroll with like 600 name suggestions. Alright! Fabulous Funky Five! That's it. Good.
You all crawl out of the hole. You get like a kind of like a 5-minute blink warning, like it's like the fire goes out for a second and turns back on to let you know that there's 5 minutes left before it closes. You climb out of the rope trick dimensional space and down back onto the ground, and it is still blizzarding. You kind of hit like the eye of the storm where it kind of slims down for like minutes before it picks back up again and starts coming down on you guys again.
Well,
Worth
shit.
a shot.
It is like you guys are still warmed by the cloak power, but it is not only frigid, but like there's no visibility whatsoever. You can barely see. All you can hear is the whipping winds around you. And it is very hard to see the direction where you were going.
Can we at all navigate the area? I mean, we don't have like the sky or anything to go by, but I don't know.
You could try to
Anything?
roll survival.
Let's try it. If we cannot figure it out, we'll have to just hunker down, but maybe we can figure it out. So, my shadow pulls out shadowy binoculars to help me. I'll cast guidance on myself. Let's go. Oh boy, these rolls today.
With
Okay, I don't know where we are.
with a 12 and with an 8, you can't see through the storm. You're having a really hard time being able to catch a glimpse of anything through the whiteout.
Do we feel like it's dangerous right now, or because we're still warm, or is it just the visibility, or do we feel like this could get dangerous for us?
Visibility is the biggest issue because you have no idea where you're going, not able to see. Like, the landmark that you would have been able to see is Kelvin's Cairn, which is the huge mountain to the north. Not being able to see that is going to be a problem, and in a way that you might get turned around and veer off the path.
I try to cast this thing's super action.
Super action? What?
Alternatively, you can spend a minute to play this instrument when you do the air around you. It's only a 40-foot radius. But can I still cast this to try to help? Like, I won't even roll my survival just to help everybody else's survival rolls, maybe?
Yes, yeah. If you want to do that to be able to give people advantage on their rolls, I'd absolutely accept that as a great use of that.
He's like playing it, and then like just like it's not much, but like a 40-foot, you know.
Yeah.
Try to see something. Last I stopped playing, so just
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Does somebody else roll, or do we just roll again?
I give everybody an opportunity to roll again with advantage now that he's given you kind of like a more clear visibility.
Okay.
That's a natural 20
Ooh.
from Solfedge.
Oh my god, it's just getting worse. Ah, okay,
18
18.
for Poppy.
Yeah, true. I
You
cannot
got-
roll net once. I'm
Yeah.
a halfling.
Yeah.
it did roll the one though.
Yeah, but then it
auto
re-rolled.
rerolled
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah. Phew.
Solfedge, on that nat 20, as he plays the shamisen and it kind of like pushes this like 40-foot bubble out to kind of clear your vision, you look and you actually think that you just catch the peak of Kelvin's cairn, which is enough to be able to keep you on the right path.
Okay, excellent. Fantastic.
You crest a snow-covered ridge, as you do, the storm kind of dies down, giving a much more clear visibility in the area. Near where where it was marked on the map, you think you've arrived at that point, because you see a frozen dismembered corpse in the gully in front of you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. You see tracks in the snow all around the corpse, and the telltale grooves in the snow left behind by a sled that has been hauled away.
Anything on that corpse?
Not really. You would surmise that this is probably Ubik, the dwarf. But there's not a whole lot left of him.
Is there maybe like
Alas,
even
poor Ubik.
maybe just like a dagger or some memento that we can bring back to the dwarves? Like something that isn't worth any, but like just for them to.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'd probably find, their emblem, like their guild emblem on the shirt that he was wearing. It's probably torn up, but you'd probably be able to grab enough of it to say, like, this was what was on him.
Yeah, I'll cut that out and put it in a pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I like investigate the scene to see if there's anything that could help guide me on like a direction or a way that this Yeti would have went after this?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check.
$15.
On a 15, looking at the ground, you don't see dwarf tracks, and you don't see anything that you think would be Yeti tracks. It was probably like covered over by the blizzard. You do, however, catch fresher tracks that you can make out that seem to be, it was smaller creatures. It looks like they probably dragged the sled, and had to be several of them. You see like several footprints that are like laid over top of each other. Whatever creature they are humanoid. And from the size of the footprints, even though they're overlain, you can tell that they're probably small creatures.
I put like my shoe next to one of the footprints, like.
Pretty close to your size. Like, it's pretty, yeah.
So like dwarves, gnomes, or halflings, or something like that. Probably. I don't know if goblins in Tikreen wear shoes. Maybe a tabaxi. Tabaxi wears shoes.
Oh, I have the boots on.
Oh yeah, true. You wear shoes now. Totally forgot about that.
Even though I have the boots, I have the boots and the snowshoes on together.
On that Solfege, on that natural 20
Yeah.
from your survival, I'm gonna say that's still gonna count here as well.
Okay.
With Gino being able to kind of pick up these tracks here, you think you could probably follow them.
All right. Yeah. We'll definitely follow those tracks then, because well, the sledge was the main thing that we're here for. I mean, fighting and killing the Yeti was just kind of a bonus. The main thing we want is the,
Yeah.
is the sledge. So
So
if we can get that without having to fight a Yeti, that would be fantastic.
takes about a half an hour for you guys to make your way and follow these tracks to what you think might have taken them. The creatures you've been following appear to be goblins based on their stature.
Yes.
All 6 of them groan, grunt, and curse loudly as they haul the bulky sled toward what appears to be a 20-foot tall wagon parked in the snow. Harnessed to this conveyance are 2 roaring polar bears that don't look happy.
It.
And as you approach these goblins, and we get into what will be our next combat, that's where we're going to end session for today.
Hey.
Several of these wonderful people are streamers, so if you're watching at home, be sure to check them out. Their links are in the description below on the YouTube. And somewhere on my other channels, they are there as well. We are off this Wednesday, and I think we are doing session 0 for Cleaning Crew, the reboot, on Saturday, which will be very fun, but we won't be streaming that. So the next time that you'll be seeing us here is back on Sunday. Monday is Talking with Adam's game. And on Thursday it is Kirby's game, so be sure to check them out. Other than that, that's it for me. Does anybody have anything to plug? Nay? Then we shall see you next week for more exciting adventures of the, what is it? The Fabulous Funky Five? The Fabulous Funky Five. It's about damn time. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. I love every single one of you. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night.